The Kingdom of Eswatini is holding parliamentary elections today, with political parties banned from contesting. Now, close to 600,000 registered voters will choose 59 members of the lower house of parliament, which plays only an advisory role to the monarch. I'm joined now by Mfanasibili Sihlongonyane, who's editor of Independent News in Eswatini. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. Public anger, which has been building for some time, spilled over into violent pro-democracy protests in 2021, where we know campaigners were saying Mswati has consistently evaded calls for meaningful reforms that would nudge Eswatini in the right direction of democracy. What's the tone of elections this time around?
No. The election is going well in Eswatini, and the anxiety among is very high.
So the people of Eswatini head to the polls for elections, despite the fact that political parties are banned. How does it all work?
Yeah, the political parties in the country have been banned, particularly to them. And the other ones, they are not allowed to participate as political parties. But you can go there to the election as an individual. So most of the people that are participating, some of them are members of political parties, but they are participating in the election as individuals.
So, King Mswati, who has ruled the Southern African Kingdom of about 1.2 million since 1986, what role do elected members of parliament serve under him in just getting a sense of understanding on the composition?
No. The king is by virtue of the constitution. The constitution allows the king to be he's above the law, but at the same time the constitution allows him to be part of parliament. So that is why when parliament are passing laws, even if the majority would agree on anything, but up until the king is signing that law can if the king doesn't want to sign it, that law cannot be passed.
How have you covered the elections as the media? What have you been reporting? I mean, I asked you as we started about the tone of elections, and you say things are going well. But what have you been covering?
No. We on our case we have attended about 6 polling stations today. There are some challenges that are there, but they are not as bad as the election today was very smooth, and everyone, the people were going to the polling station.
Close to 600,000 registered voters. What is the breakdown? Looking at the youth vote and the more older people, who's going out to vote? Where I've been on this morning, I think about there is a number of old people in the polling station, and also there is a number of people who are attending who are the youth. So everyone was represented. King Mswati has constantly been criticized for being an autocrat, and he's denied it. And many Swazis are reluctant to criticize him or the political system. Where does that leave the future of the country when criticism is almost barred? How does that affect your reporting?
The criticism are always there, not only in South Africa alone, everywhere in the world. The head of state are being criticized. But in our situation, because in our situation there was a problem in June 2021 where a number of people were killed, and the king, with the help of the Sadat, there was a promise that the nation has to come together and sit down for a dialogue. So as we speak now, the king has promised everyone that after the election there's going to be the dialogue, where all the problems that the nation has are going to be discussed, and possibly there's going to have some reforms even in the constitution itself.
So as this dialogue is set to take place after elections, what will be some of the focal areas, especially looking at the challenges that people are really wanting to find some sort of resolution?
It's not easy for me where I am now to know how the dialogue is going to turn out, because as we speak now, we don't even have the terms of reference of the dialogue.
Fair enough. Never mind the dialogue. The challenges that the people have been speaking of over the decades. How do you believe?
I don't know how it's going to play out, but the people are complaining about service delivery, and also one of the biggest things that is there is that the king mustn't be part of the politics, and also the other section of the population that they demand that the political parties should be given a space to participate. So I don't know what will happen after the dialogue. But there was a point in time where about 2 MPs were arrested. They were calling for an elected MP, prime minister. So I don't know how the dialogue is going to stand out. But as we are now, we are all looking forward for the dialogue after the election.
And as so far as results are looking, what are the scoreboards showing?
For the election now.
Yes.
No. I don't know what's going to happen, because we're going to get the result tomorrow. That's where we're going to get the full result of the election. But what I can say is that a number of people have gone to the election, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be 600,000 as those who have registered. But in the past years, you find that maybe 500,000 have registered, maybe 200,000 eventually participate. So I'm not sure what will happen in this election as well, because we still don't have the numbers.
With King Mswati constantly evading calls for meaningful reforms that will head Eswatini in the direction of democracy, as those calls have been ignored over the years, what do you think that has now resulted when you look at the state of Eswatini and perhaps the hopes of the citizens there?
The state of Eswatini currently demands everyone in the country to go to the table. And the king has already agreed to say the dialogue should be there. And there's that call for the democratization of the country. The conservatives in South Africa, they are saying the country is democratic, of which on the same time that is not what is happening on the ground. The people they want to participate in their government. The people want to elect their prime minister. The people want to be able to just to hold everyone to account. So I don't know how it's going how's that going to spin out after the election.
So as the election results are set to be announced, what are the biggest hopes? I mean, you speak about a dialogue and how that will be held, but the people on the ground, what are they saying?
No. Now, what's in people's minds about the election? People are busy with the election, and then there are those people who are looking forward for the dialogue. But as we speak now, everyone is busy with the election. Everyone is busy with the election, and then people are waiting for the results, which are going to be starting to come out to tomorrow morning. Eventually, all the results are going to have them on Monday.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. Mfanasibili Sihlongonyane, editor of Independent News in Eswatini, giving us an update there of what it's looking like on the ground as voting is underway.